Niggas always talking, but it's all cap. Took up all my time, I want it all back. And I ain't got no time for no more divas. I'm just trying to kick it with my feet up. And I'm just out here searching for my Gina. And hopefully she thick just like Serena. Maybe a little older like Regina. I like them a little feisty just like Zena. I got what you want and what you needed. If you want me, baby, come and see me. I've been taking shots and now I'm leaning. Got me feeling crazy, now I'm fiending. Make a wish, I pop up like a genie. Driving, going 80 down the scene. Girl, you looking good, hella decent. Got me about to jump right off the deep end. I've been vibing, going crazy, bumping G's. Girl, you still look good with your hairpiece. Just look in the mirror if you don't believe me. Girl, come over here, only in between us. Girl, I got your back, I ain't no cheater. Plus if we get married, ain't no prenup. Tell me what you want, I swipe the visa. Don't worry about these hoes, I delete her. I've been riding with you since the first day. Feel like I've been on you since the first grade. And a nigga wants you in the worst way. I don't even care if I look thirsty. Niggas always talking, but it's all cap. Took up all my time, I want it all back. And I ain't got no time for no more divas. I'm just trying to kick it with my feet up. And I'm just out here searching for my Gina. And hopefully she thick just like Serena. Maybe a little older like Regina. I like them a little feisty just like Zena.
Billionaire Entertainment, baby. Billionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby.
All right. What's up? It's your boy, Zillionaire, the truth speaker, the guy that makes everybody mad. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. I'm gonna be covering this story here over probably the next 2 weeks, next couple weeks, and as long as the next 2 weeks, and as long as I get more information on the case, we'll be talking about this case. I'm gonna talk about the Alexis Ware case. I don't know if y'all heard the story of Alexis Ware, young black woman is missing after she dropped her kids off. We're going to talk about that Thursday, right before we talk about this case again Thursday. So y'all know I got a passion to talk about cases. That's one of my favorite. One of my passions is breaking down cases. But through the Kanika case, I found out I had a gift to. I have a gift when it comes to cases, and I didn't know it until I did the Kanika case. Before the Kanika case even blew up, I did the Kanika case 4 years ago, and I just exposed a lot of things in her case that people just weren't paying attention to. Um, we're gonna talk about it here tonight. Let's see who's in the chat. I got a lot to talk about. It's a lot to talk about this case. It's a lot to talk about. Let me see who's back in the joint. Like I say, shout out to the new monthly members. Amy, shout out to Michelle Neville. I appreciate y'all. A Goddess is here. Yvette is here. Elaine is back. Who else is here? Azumi, what's going on? Azumi is here. Let's talk about this case. Now, a lot of people got me twisted when I did the story before. A lot of people I don't know what people I don't understand what people try to twist my message. I hate when people do that. I never said this girl deserved to die. I said her behavior put her in a situation where it got her killed. Did she deserve to get punished? Yes. Did she deserve to die? No. So please don't twist my words saying this woman I said this woman deserved to die. I never said that. I said her behavior put her in a situation, put her in a bad spot. And sometimes in the black community, we need to start talking about this behavior that ends up destroying us. Now, the jail is wrong. Yes, the jail is absolutely wrong. They don't justify what the jail did. Her behavior was foul. The jail, the police that had a target out on her back, they wrong too, because they targeted this girl. They purposely poisoned this girl. They purposely gave her that tray. They purposely took her out. Now, let me give you my theory, because the last show we watched a bunch of videos, and we watched a bunch of videos, and I want to break something down here. I want to break something down on this case, because they did purposely poison this woman. They did purposely put that in her food. Now, the reason why I believe she did it. Now, I'm just going off the facts. I'm going off the evidence. I'm going off the police reports and stuff like that. That's all. That's what I'm going off of. She had several run-ins with the police. She had several altercations of fighting the police. She also had altercations of hurting a couple police officers. I believe because she kept getting arrested, she kept fighting the police, I believe they put a hit out on her. I'm going to say this again. Because she kept getting arrested, she kept fighting the police, I believe they put a hit out on her. And I'm just giving you my theory, which is called case theory. A lot of you don't know what case theory is, but I'm giving you my case theory. Every time you're preparing a case, every time you're studying a case, you have to come up with some type of theory before you solve the case. Hello, somebody. Let me show y'all how to break down cases. Let me teach y'all how to break down a case. Before you can break a case down, you got to understand what your theory of the evidence. The evidence presents something. And through the evidence, you have to come up with a theory, which is called case theory, because that's how you put together a case. That's how you solve a case. The detective has to understand, okay, what is the motive? What is the motive? Why would they kill this girl? Why would they poison her? That's number one. What is the motive? And I just told you what I believe the motive is, because it's already been documented. She has hurt and she has fought several police officers. I believe the police force, I believe that system there, I believe they had a hit on her. I believe they had it out for her. I really do. I believe she probably was violent, fighting, cussing at the cops. They probably just was, you know what? We're going to get rid of this girl. But they wanted to do it in a way where nobody would know who did it. They didn't want to shoot her and kill her. They wanted to do it in a more deceptive kind of way. Now, my question is, who was on staff that night? I'm still researching who was working that night, because whoever was working that night, they're guilty. Yes, let's talk about it. Whoever was working on the case that night, they're guilty. Yes, I'm drinking coffee at 10 o'clock at night. I could drink coffee and still go to sleep. Whoever was on shift that night, that's the culprit. That's the culprit. Who was willing to put that in her tray, and who directed? Somebody had to direct the jailer. Give her this tray. Sort of how like they did Kanika. Give her this drink. Give her that tray. Whoever gave her the tray, they knew what tray they were giving her. Hello, somebody. They purposely gave her that tray. That was directed. Give her this tray. Make sure everybody else get that tray. Make sure she gets this tray. She had several chemicals in her body that destroyed and made her body shut down and made her organs shut down. And we know these is several chemicals that can do that. And this was a directed hit. This was a directed poison. They directly give her, they did this on purpose. This ain't no accident. This is not a coincidence. She had poisoning substance in her body. She had chemicals in her body. They put something in her food. Now, like I say, I'm still researching. It's hard to get it's hard to find out who was working that night. Because I'm like, who was working that night? Like, what are the cops doing? But see, let me tell y'all something. This might be another case of how Kendrick Johnson and Kanika Jenkins. I think this might be that type of case, because the cops are going to cover up for each other. Hello, somebody. If the cops are involved in putting a hit out on this young lady, if they're involved in putting a hit out on her, that means they're going to cover it up the best way they can. That's another hill to climb. That's another battle to fight, because the system is involved. And that's a whole nother monster. She wasn't poisoned by an inmate. She was poisoned by the workers of the system. You're fighting against the system. So that same system that she's in is the same system that killed her. Hello, somebody. Y'all know Zillionaire be preaching. Uh, 504. What do you mean Chris Donner was his name? Hold on. 504. What you talking about, homeboy? You said Chris. Oh, you talking about another case? I'm about to say. I thought you knew who was on shift this night. I'm about to say, boy, because I'm still researching who was on shift this night. And I'm gonna find out who was on this shift when they gave her that fatal, that last meal she had. Because remember, she had dinner that night. She ate that night. And they let her suffer in her cell all the way to 3 o'clock the next day. So after she ate her last meal, she was suffering. All right. She ate the last meal the night before. She didn't eat breakfast. She didn't eat lunch because she was too sick. So not only did they give her that bad, fatal meal, not only did they poison her meal, They let her suffer all the way to the next day to 3 o'clock. So they wanted her to die. That was premeditated. Anytime a person, she was constantly throwing up for almost a half of a day. What people you know will let a woman sit inside her cell and throw up for a half a day? She was laying in her own throw up. She was laying in her own waste, and they did nothing until the final minutes. They let that, because see, I believe they want those chemicals. I believe they wanted those chemicals to take over her body. I believe they say let her sit there and suffer, because let the chemicals do what it's going to do. Just think about it. Because listen, they could have saved her, but they didn't. They didn't save her. They waited till all those hours, and then they finally say, you know what? Now we'll get the ambulance now. Now we'll call the nurse. Now we'll call the medics. After almost a day, a whole day went by. Come on now, y'all, come on. This was a hit. This was a direct hit. But the sad part about it, a lot of people won't get mad at me. She kind of brought it on herself. She had an extensive criminal record, and she had a history of fighting the police. Sorry to say, her own behavior put her in this position. See, but we don't want to say that in the black community, because we want to blame the white man for everything. We just want to continue to blame the white man for everything, instead of saying, you know what? We need to take accountability for our own actions. We need to take accountability for our own actions, but we don't do that. So her behavior put her in that position. Let me name those chemicals again, because I'm gonna find out. Because we're gonna continue to talk about this Thursday. Because I'm gonna also talk about I don't know if y'all heard about Alexis Ware, but y'all need to look up Alexis Ware, because I'm gonna start talking about her next. So there's a lot of other cases. I know it's a lot of cases to talk about. It's a lot going on in the world, and I think I need to cover all these cases. I'm not going to just talk about one thing on my channel. We need to talk about all these cases. We don't need to just talk about just one case. I don't know who does that. Just talk about one case, their whole channel. I don't know. We got to talk about it's a lot of stuff going on in the world. There's a lot of cases in the world. We got to talk about other cases. We have to talk about it. We don't have CNN. We don't have Fox News. Nobody cares about what's going on in our community. So we got to care. I give a damn. I give a damn what's going on in our community. If don't nobody else do, Zillionaire does. I give a damn. So that's why I talk about these cases. It's funny how they get mad at me talking about black women, but they never talk about how I'm the main one talking about the stuff that's happening to black women. They don't talk about my compassion on wanting to save them. Do you notice they never talk about the cases I do with Kanika, Christina Nance, all the other black women I talked about that need their cases fixed? They don't give me credit for that. Now I'm talking about TENEASHA. I'm gonna talk about Alexis Ware, and I talked about a lot of other cases in the past. They don't never say, you know what? He actually does have a heart for the community. He actually does care about what's happening. Even though one side I'm tough, this side I'm compassionate. Do you notice? They don't give me credit for that though. They only talk about the parts when I call out their behavior, but they don't talk about the side when I have compassion for what happens to our black women and men in the black community. When I talk about the stuff that's happening to us and my compassionate side, they don't talk about that though. They don't talk about that. But I'm talking about these cases. I'm bringing them to the forefront, and I'm exposing these cases. They don't give me credit for that. They only give me credit for the other side when I'm giving you tough love. They don't say, you know what, Zillionaire does have a passion for the black community. He really does care. They don't do that. They don't give me that credit. They know I care. I think I care too damn much for the black community. I care too much for our black men and women. That's why I also have that tough love side, and that's why I also have the compassionate side, where these cases need to come to the forefront, because nobody talking. They sweep our cases under the rug. Kendrick Johnson's, Kanika, Christina Nance, Alexis Ware, TENEASHA, a lot of these other cases, they're just sweeping them under the rug. You may see one video, and that's it. All these other cases of other nationalities, they're going to put those out for everybody. So that's why I keep telling y'all, if y'all want to see change in the black community, we got to give a shit about each other. Hello, somebody. If we want to see change in the justice system and in our communities, we have to give a shit about each other. We have to care. We got to give a damn. And that's the problem. A lot of you don't give a shit unless it hits your home. A lot of y'all don't care. Well, it ain't affecting me, so I don't care. Don't be so quick to say that. Don't be so quick to say it ain't affecting me. Oh, don't be so quick. Life is so unpredictable. We can't predict life. Life is so unpredictable. You better give a damn. Well, I know y'all do 504. I'm talking about my critics. 504, I'm talking about my critics. I ain't talking about my monthly members, my supporters. I am not talking about y'all. I'm talking about my critics. My critics say, "Oh, he always tear down the black." And that's a lie. I never tear down the black community. I just speak the truth on what's happening. They never talk about how I'm compassionate about these cases. They don't give me that credit. That's crazy. I know the ones who support me. And please don't come in my live and say you support me. If you support me, hit the Cash App and the PayPal and become a monthly member. I know the ones who support me. And don't come in my live and say I support you. I don't know you. The main reason they don't care is because they don't have love for God. That's true. Rufus said, "I like the fact that you tell the truth." A God has said, "It's disgusting that you're the only one discussing these cases." A God ain't that crazy? Ain't nobody else talking about all these cases I'm going to be talking about because they really don't give a shit. And so I know I have a passion for cases and for the stuff that goes on. I have a passion to talk about these cases. Somebody jumped and said, "I support you." Well, show me you support me. I don't know you. Please. I don't know you. I can't stand people jumping alive and say, "I support you." I know who support me. I know the ones who support me, not the ones that say I support you. I know my supporters. Elaine said you speak the truth. They're hard-headed and don't listen. No, they don't. So this case right here is sad. And it's sad that this young lady, well, what I'm upset about with this young lady, my issue with this young lady is she had a daughter. This young lady had a daughter, and she shouldn't have been out there wilding like she was wilding. She shouldn't have been out there stealing, robbing, fighting the police. You have a daughter, ma'am. You have a daughter. She had a daughter, man. That's what's so hurtful about this case. Her daughter is going to grow up. She's going to see this stuff online. Even though her family going to tell her, "Your mama this and that," but she going to grow up and she going to find out what really happened and what the case really was and all her criminal activity. And her daughter's going to be hurt when she get older, when she find out her mother wasn't who she thought she was. And that's what a lot of times is sad, especially in this internet age. A lot of these parents don't understand the stuff that you're doing. It's going to be on the internet forever. It's on the internet forever. All your behavior, you being on the news, the stuff you're doing, the stuff you do on your social media, it's on here forever. And this woman had a daughter and she was just wilding out. Just wilding, like she was wilding. I looked at her Facebook page and I couldn't believe what I saw. Like she was living a destructive life. And like I say, God gives us warnings when we're living a destructive life. Why do you think I left Philly? I felt like it was already a bunch of bad stuff happening. But my final week, my final days in Philly, something told me to get the hell out of Philly. And thank God he sent my uncle who got the hell out of Philly. He moved down south. And God changed my uncle, my father. God changed the men in my life who were running the streets, who was out there wilding. And I knew I had to change my behavior. And when you change your behavior, you see a different outcome in life. This young lady put herself in a position where it was a bad situation. I don't know, because I didn't hear about her father. I don't know who her father is. She probably don't know who her father is. And that's the sad part. You see a bunch of women. Her family is full of women. And that's just another problem in the black community because a father is protect. If she had a daddy, she wouldn't have been as wild. She wouldn't have been wild. If she had her father, she wouldn't have been wild like that, and she would have not have got locked up. She would have been running. Her father would have told her, young lady, you have a daughter. You don't need to be out here robbing and stealing and fighting the police. That's what a father would have said. A father would have said, you shouldn't be out here fighting and why are you out here fighting the police for? What you out here battling the cops? You got a daughter. Get your life together and take care of you. That's what a father does. He gonna tell you to get your shit together. Hello, somebody. And he don't care if it hurts your feelings because he know what he's doing is protecting you. He gonna tell his daughter, you need to get your shit together. That's what you need to do because life ain't playing with you. Life is not a joke. Life is not you got to be serious about it. You have to take your life serious. And when you got responsibilities like a daughter, you got to watch what you do. And a lot of these mothers out here, they're being reckless, but you got children. Why are you bringing children into the world and living a reckless life? Why are you subjecting them to that trauma and that hurt and that pain after you're gone? And that's what happens in the black community. We have a lot of reckless single mother homes, a lot of reckless sexual behavior, a lot of recklessness. And we're seeing mothers getting killed, getting locked up, no daddies around, or the daddies out there street banging, and it's sad. And the kids, ain't nobody asked to be here. Who asked to come into that situation? Her daughter don't know her daddy, and her mother's dead. So now her grandmother has to take care of her. And now the system, who don't care about none of us, like Michael Jackson say, they don't really care about us. If you know the system is dirty and crooked, why not do your best to stay out of it? If I know the system is a dirty, crooked, I'm going to do my best to stay out of the system. If she knew the system was dirty, she wouldn't have been out here wilding out like that. You know, once they lock our black asses up, they don't give a damn. When they lock our black asses up, they throw the key away. They don't they don't care about our black asses being locked up. That's why we shouldn't be out here wilding out. You don't care, especially you got kids, man. You shouldn't be out here wilding. They don't care about our black ass. All I really want to say, they don't really care about us. Michael Jackson is right. They don't care about us. All I want to really say, they don't really care about us. They don't care. So why would you be out here in a white man's world that y'all say, a white man's system? Why would you be out in the man's system breaking the rules so you can get put in his system? Why are you out here? I understand people do what they got to do. It's a difference. I know people do what they got to do to survive. I'm not basically talking about that. I'm talking about wilding out. She was wilding. They were going state to state, robbing and stealing and fighting the police. She was like Bonnie. They were like the Bonnie and Clyde. They were like the females, Bonnie and Clyde. They was going state to state, being chased by police and fighting and doing crazy shit. She had an elaborate criminal record. She had an elaborate criminal, like she had a long history. And the cops didn't like this woman. That's why they killed her. They didn't like her. We're tired of fighting with you. We're tired of locking you up. We're tired of you, hurting the police. She put 3 police in the hospital. I'm not saying they're right for killing her. Please don't take my words out of context. I'm just telling you her behavior brought this on herself. She fought 3 police and hurt them. You're fighting and hurting, and you got dirty cops out here. Yes, the cops will target you. The cops will target you. Yes, they will. You'll become a target for the police. And especially if she was fighting some dirty cops, which you could tell these probably were dirty cops. And you fighting dirty cops? Like, why would you fight dirty? These cops is dirty. She should have been wilding out. But let's get back to the poison. Like I say, my case theory is because she kept fighting the police, they put a target on her back. I believe that put a target on her back. I believe she put a target on her back for that. I believe that was a target. She put a target on her own back. And they say, you know what? We're sick of her. We're going to get rid of her. They were sick of her. I mean, when I looked at her rap sheet, I was like, damn. When I saw her rap sheet looked like a nigga. I swear she had a nigga's rap sheet. And I'm not trying to be funny. I know people get in trouble with the law. I ain't talking about people getting in trouble with the law. I'm talking about a rap sheet. It's different from getting in trouble with the law, or you made a mistake, or you may have committed a crime, or you may have been falsely accused. Whatever side of the law you're on, if you committed a crime or if you were falsely accused, I think it happens to a lot of us. But when you have a rap sheet, meaning you are constantly getting in trouble, you're constantly getting arrested, you're constantly doing foul stuff, that is a problem with me. She constantly got arrested, constantly fighting the police, constantly being violent, just constantly being violent and ignorant. And you have a daughter. So they wanted to get rid of this woman. We said, we got to get rid of her. They didn't like her. And when she went to that jail, they planned on killing her. Yes, they planned on killing her. Yes, they planned on killing this woman. Did she deserve to die? I'm going to keep saying it. No. Did she deserve to get punished? Yes. But did her behavior put her in that position? Yes, it did. So that death, she brought that on herself. And it's sad. She brought it on herself. Now, I'm trying to figure out, and we're going to talk about this Thursday, because it's too much to put in a video. It's too much to put in a live show. We're going to talk about Thursday. Excuse me. We're going to talk about Thursday. I'm trying to figure out who was working that night. Who was on shift? When we find out who was working the shift at that jail, because I'm going to try to get the jail, what you call it? The timesheet. I'm trying to get the jail timesheet of who was working the night she ate that meal. And we're going to talk about this more so Thursday. Because I'm still researching. I'm still trying to get more information. And I'm also researching the Alexis Ware. Please look her up, y'all. Alexis Ware. She's another woman that gone missing after dropping off her kids. So we're going to talk about all this. It's just a lot to talk about. You can't put everything in one video. It's too much. There's too many points I want to cover. So Thursday, we're going to talk about the staff. We're going to get more in depth Thursday about the staff and the coworkers. So the coworkers and the staff at the job, they're guilty. Somebody's guilty there. And the police, the sad part about it is I don't believe the police are going to investigate. It's going to be just like Kendrick Johnson, Kanika case. I don't believe they're going to investigate. I believe they're going to cover it up. I believe this family is going to need a lot more help. Because if you're killed by people in the system's going to cover it up. Thank you, Elaine. It's funny. The person that came in here and said, I support you. You see, they didn't hit the Cash App, the PayPal. They didn't hit the, they ain't hit the Super Chat. They ain't become a monthly member, but they talking about something they support me. You see how people come in here and just lie? I support you. Matter of fact, I'm putting you in timeout for saying that. I should put you in timeout for saying you support me. The people that support me don't say it. I'll support you. No, you don't. Shut up. Get out of my life. You just want to be seen. I can't stand. That's so irritating. I can't stand people just want to come in my live and be seen. I can't even block you I gotta block you from my phone. Get out my live. I don't know you. Don't show me you support me. I get tired of that. Don't come in here talking about you support me. Shut up. I know who support me and I know who don't. I'll support you. Shut up. I can't even block. Let me block him from my phone because I can't even block him from my. I don't know what's wrong. My laptop acting stupid. But Thursday we're going to get in more depth about the staff in the jail. Oh, let me tell y'all something. Thursday we're going to get in more depth about the staff in the jail, and the jail has a history. Hold on, y'all, and we're going to get into that Thursday. The jail that she died in, they have a history of doing people dirty. We're going to talk about that. I support you, man. Get out of my damn live. Trying to be seen. Fuck out of here. I can't even go. Let me go ahead and put you in timeout for saying that. And you hit next time, you don't say nothing. Don't say nothing else in my live until you hit the Cash App or the PayPal or the Super Chat to become a monthly member. Because you just wasted my time. Don't come in wasting my time. Hit the Cash App. Time is money. I work hard on this channel. That's why everybody can't have a successful channel. Everybody can't. If you notice, everybody can't have a successful channel. If you notice, you got a lot of people that even talk about trending stuff and they can't have a successful channel because it takes work. It takes work to have a successful channel. You can't just turn on a camera and just be successful. Why do you think everybody don't have a successful YouTube channel? Why do you think my channel got 8 million views and my channel's watched in 50 countries and I'm about to get almost 50K subs? It ain't just for me turning on a camera and smiling and talking. I have good content. I have real stuff. I base my content on research, common sense, facts, truth, and divine insight. I'm going to say that again. I base my channel on facts, truth, divine insight, research, study. I really worked hard to build this channel. Everybody can't have a successful channel. That's why everybody tries to be a YouTuber, and you know a lot of people fail because it's a job. So don't come on here and tell me you support me. Shut up. Next person to say that, I'm blocking you. Shut up. I support you. I support you. Shut up. Anyway, we're going to talk about the staff. We're going to talk about the staff because I'm still researching on the staff. Same thing happened to a friend. What are you talking about? What does that have to do with the case? Somebody said same thing happened to a friend. He lost oxygen and regressed in age. I don't know what that has to do with the case. I'm not trying to be funny, but somebody came in here and said somebody lost oxygen to the brain and regressed. But what does this have to do with this case, though? I'm not trying to be funny. If you just came into the live, make sure you hit the like button. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't need people to tell me what to address and not to address. I know how to run my channel. I know what I'm doing. So please don't come in and tell me please don't tell me how to run my channel, please. I'm gonna address what I want to address. I know how to run a channel. I know how to run a show. I can't stand. That's another thing I can't stand. People trying to tell you how to run a show. Don't let people, sir. I'm going to address certain things. I'm going to address. What are you talking about? I'm always focused. Nobody takes my focus. I address what I address and I keep it moving. Please don't tell me what to do. I know what I'm doing. Right, Elaine. They wonder why they get blocked. And right. Please, God, I'm ready to cut the chat. I'm ready to just cut the chat off the monthly members in a minute. God damn, you got people just coming here trolling. You got people coming here trolling. I don't even know who they are. And they talking to me like they know me. God damn, where the trolls coming from? Jordan Bilbo. What about Jordan Bilbo? Yeah, that's a story. Yeah, well, that's true. That's a story they haven't figured out. Jordan Bilbo. But it's a lot of stories. It's a bunch of them. Yvette, don't worry. It's about to go to monthly members in a minute. It's about to go to monthly member chat because there's just too much troll. They just love to troll me. I think they just wake up in the morning and say, I can't. What time Zill go live so I can troll them? They be like, what time does Zillionaire go live so we could just troll them and say stuff that don't make sense? Thank you, A Goddess, for dropping the links in there. But Thursday, we're going to get more in depth with the staff. All right, we got to get to the staff that was working that night. I'm still researching it. I'm still studying it. And I'm going to get a list. I'm telling you, I'm going to find out who was on staff that night. And when I find out who was on staff, let me tell y'all something. I'll probably do better investigating than people on this case. Y'all know how Zillionaire do, just like I did the Kanika case. I exposed stuff that people started copying me because they knew, like, damn, Zillionaire, he be exposing cases. And the Kendrick case, all these other cases, I'm going to do my research even more, and I'm going to find out who was on staff that night. Who were the staff members? Staff members, somebody's guilty. Uh-oh. One of y'all staff members is guilty. One of y'all staff members are guilty as charged. And we're going to find out who was on staff. We're going to find out who was on staff. Now, what's sad is this just happened a couple months ago. And what the sad part about it is the prosecutor, they're talking about they're not going to charge anyone. So they're not even going to investigate it, really. They're not really going to investigate foul play, just like they do in a lot of cases in the black community. They don't, let's look at this article real quick. They don't want to prosecute nobody because the prosecutors, let me tell y'all something. A lot of these prosecutors are working with the dirty cops in the system. Let's talk about that. A lot of these prosecutors are working with a dirty system. Sometimes prosecutors are paid not to bring charges. Oh, let's talk about that. Sometimes prosecutors are paid not to bring charges. Let's talk about let's talk about that. Let's talk about these dirty district attorneys. Some of these district attorneys are dirty as hell. So let's read this article about this district attorney, because it was so crazy. It's funny how that quick they trying to close the case that quick. How are you closing this case that fast? I've never seen when they're not even going to investigate foul play here. Well, she ingested chemicals. Okay, how did the chemicals get there? Well, she died because she ingested chemicals. All right, and how did they get there? Did she put them there herself? She didn't put the chemicals there herself, did she? Like, it's crazy. How did the chemicals get there? Like, I swear to God, don't let me be a lawyer. They probably would kill me. That's why I'd rather be God's lawyer. I'd rather be God's investigator. I don't want to work for no system. If I work for the system, they would want to kill me because I'm just too good at what I do. I'm too good at it. I'm too good at cases. What do you mean? She died of injustice. Oh, yes, she did. And who did it? Who put it there? How you not going to bring charges? Like, I don't understand. Like, that's crazy. So I believe the DA is covering up for the system. Y'all could go Google. Please don't come in my live asking me what's her IG name. We don't know what her IG name, sir. Stick to the case, or you can just leave. Lord have mercy. Please don't come in my live just saying stupid stuff. Please, I can't stand that. People are so irritating. Okay, you said, no, I was saying the guards don't care when you're in jail. Okay, yeah, that's true. Okay, you said the guards don't care when you're in jail. They see you not doing right. They just ignore you. Right. And then see, that's why you shouldn't go to jail. Right. The guards will let you suffer. That I agree with that. The guards will let you suffer. That is true. All right. As y'all see right here on the screen, it says prosecutors decline to charge anyone in TENEASHA Chappell's Indiana case. What? How do you close a case in 3 months? All right, I'm about to put somebody in timeout. Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ. People just come and being so, just because you're being disruptive, you got to go. I don't know who this person is. You got to go. You got to go. You come back and you stick to the topic. We don't give a shit about how am I trolling. Shut the fuck up and listen. Just shut the fuck up and get out my live. Get the fuck out. What are you talking about? Here he goes. What is she talking about? Get the fuck out. Bye. The fuck out. You come back when you talk, when you got some damn sense, stupid. How can I block? Oh, my internet. Somebody put whoever that dummy is, Barajas. I'm going to call you Barabbas. Get him out my live because they just come in here being disruptive. Shut the hell up. Shut the fuck up and get out. Get your stupid troll ass out of here. You got everybody in here talking like they got some sense, and you and a few other dumbasses want to come and say stupid shit. Here he goes. What the hell you mean here he go? Get the fuck out of my live. Bye. You come back and you got talk. This dumbass talking about some here he goes. What do you mean here he goes? When you stupid ass trolls come in my live, you damn right, you idiot. I'm about to cut the chat off. It's about to be members only. I swear to God, I'm about to cut the chat off. The song, that's my artist. My artist you could go to his website. You when if you want to know who the artist is in the beginning, you could buy his music. When I get off this live, the links will be in the description. If you want to know who the artist is in the beginning, his name is Dreams. And like it said on the thing, I had his name posted and his email. He has his own website. You can go to his website, you can buy music. Now, get the fuck out of my live, stupid. You idiot. Get out, idiot. Get your stupid ass out of here. Anyway, Lord have mercy. I tell you, you know what? If my subscribers, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, to my monthly members, anytime y'all wanted to go to members only, y'all just say members only, members and moderators only. Y'all just say the word. Y'all just say the word because y'all know we have good conversation without stupid ass trolls. So anytime y'all say, you know what, we want members only, y'all have earned that right. What's up, Charles? How you doing? How are you? Hey, gotta say, that's what I was talking about, his stupid ass. Anytime y'all wanted to go to members only, y'all just say the word. All right, from now on, every time we go live, if y'all get sick of the trolls, say zillionaire, put it to members only. Azumi said, trolls, they keep you in your dreams. Oh my God. Yeah, you see, he kept trying to disrupt the live. Well, I kicked his ass out. Now, prosecutors declined to charge anyone in TENEASHA CHAPPELL Indian jail. That's sad. How come nobody, how come that fast? How come that fast they closing the case? Do y'all see the red flags here? How are they closing how are they closing the case that fast? Somebody tell me, how are they closing the case? How are they going to say, oh, we're just not going to charge nobody? How did they come to that conclusion already without an in-depth investigation? How the hell do you come up with that? Somebody please tell me how. It just happened in December. It just happened. This just happened. And you mean to tell me y'all just going to close the case? Oh, no, we're not going to charge anybody. Yeah, because you're covering up. You're covering up. Yes, we know you're not going to charge anybody. And we got to start exposing these cover-ups. I'm telling y'all, if you a tax-paying citizen in America, we put people in office. We got to start using your power of a people, your power of voting. We have to call this stuff out when people are being reckless in authority. People in authority need to be checked. The people in authority need to be checked. They can't be abusing their authority. That's not what we put you in office for. We didn't put y'all in office to abuse your authority. So let's see if I get the video to play. A lot of them abuse their authority and their power. It's like they feel like they have a license to commit crimes. So they're gonna just shut the case closed that quick. Oh yeah, okay. No, y'all trying to cover up and shut people up. That's what y'all trying to do. I'm trying to get the video. Like I say, it's raining right now too. It rained the other day when I live. It's raining now. So I don't know, man. When it's raining and when it storms, the internet do not act right. I don't know. Like I say, man, the internet's not. It ain't even going. It's not even gonna play. I can't stand when the internet does that. But anyway, I just want y'all to see this. They're not gonna press charges on nobody. How they? And that's how you know that's a red flag. Anytime they tell you in 2-3 months, in 2 months tops, oh, we're not gonna press charges. That's how you know that's a red flag. That's a big old red flag. That's a huge red flag when they just want to hurry up and shut the case up. That's how you know. That's how you know it's a cover up. Anytime you see people just trying to hurry, just trying to shut the case up. Now I can't get the video to play for some reason. I don't know. The video's not playing. I don't know. It won't play. But you know, they're doing rallies and all the other stuff. But I'm just trying to get y'all to see the red flags. Anytime somebody dies in the custody of police, in the custody of the jails, anytime you see that, you know they're trying to hurry up and cover up the case. That's all they're trying to do is cover up the case. So as you see right there, they're not pressing any charges. They're not going to press any charges. So, I mean, that's just something to think about. That's just something to think about. They're not going to press any charges. They ain't going to press no charges. And listen, because she's a black girl, you know, anytime black people get locked up, you know, they don't really care about, they don't care. That's a black girl. So what? She was a criminal. So what? That's basically what they're saying. Well, so what? She was a criminal. Who cares? No, we're not investigating. Yeah, she died. So what? She was a criminal anyway. And that's how they do it. That's how they do it. She's a criminal anyway. Who cares? We don't care. Who we can care less. How you doing, Miss Raleigh? How are you? She can care less. They can care less. A lot of these dumbass trolls don't even deserve to. Y'all don't even deserve to even speak in my live. I'm gonna just call. I'm gonna say this, and y'all. A lot of people. A lot of you trolls don't even deserve to speak in my damn live. A lot of y'all don't even. You haven't even earned a fact to say anything. I'm sick. Matter of fact, it's going to members only. Y'all haven't even deserved. A lot of you trolls don't even deserve to comment in my live. Y'all just need. Y'all don't. Y'all free trial membership is up. Now we going to members only. I'm sick of it. They just come in and just say stupid stuff for no reason. But they're not going to press charges because that's the cover. So anytime a person dies in the custody of police and they don't and they cover the case up and they don't investigate it, that's how you know it's a cover up. I'm going to say this again. Anytime there's a case and somebody dies in police custody in jail and they close the case and they don't want to investigate, they're covering up. A lot of these district attorneys, they're paid by police, judges not to prosecute certain people. Understand the world we live in. A lot of them are paid not to prosecute certain people. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. A lot of DAs are dirty. A lot of these DAs are dirty. These public like what? Oh, a lot of these DAs are dirty. A lot of these people are dirty. 504 said only members only, please. Oh man. Oh yeah, the free trial's about to the free trial about to run out. But a lot of these dirty DAs, a lot of these DAs are dirty. A lot of these DAs are dirty. Just trifling, disgusting. And like I say, anytime they cover it up that quick, you know something's wrong. They're not even going to investigate. That's how you know they're covering it up. So I just want y'all to see the red flags. Let me see if I can pull up another video. Um, Yep. Get it. And you know what? A lot of these videos coming up are going to be members only. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing a lot more members only live because it's more peaceful. And some people just get on my damn nerves. It's coming, just want to be seen and disrupt shit. Some people don't have a life. They just, you know, they just don't have a life. Some people just don't. They don't have a life. All right, this is another thing that I have a problem with this case. They say it's a conflicting reports on the jail nurse Ed Rutan. I'm gonna look him up, and on what kind of medicine Rutan gave Chappelle. Wow. So listen to this, y'all. Ed Rutan, the nail jurist, they said there is conflicting stories and reports about the medicine he gave her. It's too many red flags in this case. It's way too many red flags in this case. Way too many way too many red flags. Like, come on. What? This is a how come there's so many discrepancies in this case? How come there's so many things wrong? It's just too many, it's too many red flags. Now you got a discrepancy with the jail nurse, Ed Rutan. So I'm gonna look that name up. Let me go ahead and put that in my phone. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna start putting some of these names I see in my phone. Ed Rutan he works at the jail. And maybe I could find out who else was working that night. But that's crazy. It says 8:45 a.m. records show the jail nurse Ed Rutan visits Chappelle for the first time, and there are conflicting reports on what kind of medication Rutan gave Chappelle. Let me put it on the screen so y'all see. I'm telling y'all the truth. Let me see if I can put it up on the screen for y'all. This is crazy. They wanted this girl. They wanted this girl to die. They wanted her to die. They wanted her to die. They already knew what's going on. They wanted this girl to pass away. How come the jail nurse and what if you're a nurse? How come you didn't rush her to the hospital? Why did you give her medication? Why didn't you get her rushed to the hospital? Oh, come on. Why didn't the jail nurse? You need to lose your nurse license. Let me put it on the screen, y'all. So now we can have a peaceful live with the monthly members and the true supporters. Thank you. Thank you. I can have a peaceful live with the monthly members and the true supporters. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I get so tired of being trolled. I put in too much work on this channel to be trolled and disrupted all the time. Just always want to troll and disrupt what I'm doing. It's just, people are sickening. Get a life. Build your own channel. Get your own topics. I come on my channel. I talk about what I'm passionate about, and I put in a lot of work. And y'all, I'm sick of y'all coming in here and good. We're gonna keep it monthly members, moderators, or whatever the case may be. We're gonna keep it like that. And the next couple lives, we're gonna keep it like that. I got to get y'all trolls out of y'all. Don't have a life. Y'all wait for me to go live. Y'all wait for me to go live just to troll me and say dumb stuff in the comments, and then turn around and try to act like, "What? I ain't say nothing wrong. Huh? What are he talking about?" They jump in my live and tell me I'm wrong. Oh, come on. What is wrong with this? I don't know. This hold it. I'm sorry, y'all. They come in my live and tell me I'm wrong. Why you acting like that? Dickhead, you came in my live. You dick face. What he talking about? I ain't say nothing wrong. I'm just trying to be a part of the chat. Nah, a lot of y'all don't even deserve to be in my chat. A lot of y'all aren't even worthy to be in my chat. Yes, you heard me. You heard exactly what I said. A lot of y'all don't deserve to be in my chat. Yep. Yep, you don't deserve to be in my chat. I bring too much value to YouTube, and I bring too much value to the community. I bring too much value to the platform for you to be bothering me, for you to waste my time to troll me and say stupid stuff on serious topics. See, I know who I am. I know my worth. You ain't gonna come on here and try to mess up all the value and stuff I bring to this platform. It ain't gonna work. You go somewhere. Either you got to pay to troll me for now. You know what? I'm gonna start doing more monthly live. You ain't a monthly member, you ain't worthy to comment you ain't worthy to comment. You just sit back and watch from a distance. All right, let's see if I can get this out. I want to read this so y'all can see it. My internet is acting slow. I don't know why, because of the rain. All right, if y'all can read, it's all right. Right here, it says at 8:45. Records show the jail nurse, Ed Rutin, and I'm going to save that name, Ed Rutin. Let me write this in my phone notes. Ed Rutin visits Chappelle for the first time, and there are conflicting reports on what kind of medication Rutin gave Chappelle. So why would there be conflicting reports? I'm trying to understand. Uh, 504, what are you talking about? I just told you it was a storm. What are you talking about? I just told you it's a storm. What are you talking about? My internet is infested with dirty. I don't know what you're talking about. You tripping now, 504. All right. All right. So the nurse, listen, y'all. The nurse came at 8:45 a.m. She calls again at 9:55, still needing help. Now, my question is this: why didn't the nurse, if somebody could please tell me, why didn't the nurse rush her to the hospital? I'm trying. Somebody help me understand. Well, why didn't the nurse rush her to the hospital? Why did the nurse rush her to? That don't make sense. Why does she have to keep calling for help? Why does she have to keep calling for help? It says 9:55 repeating she needed help several times. 10:02 documents stated Rutin left Tylenol in her room. What? Now it says she gave her Tylenol and she left the Tylenol. Why would you leave Tylenol? What is Tylenol going to do when a woman is throwing up her intestines? What is Tylenol going to do when a woman's whole insides is coming inside out? Why didn't you rush her to the hospital? I believe the nurse was directed not to. I believe the nurse was directed not to save her. I believe that so strongly. I believe they said, you know what, just give her some Tylenol and that's it. I believe that's really what's happened because this doesn't make the report doesn't make any sense. What is this, a killer nurse? Then it said the last call Chappelle made was 12:17 p.m., making her final plea. Can you help me, please? Can you hold my hand? Despite the multiple calls on her condition inside the jail at 3:12 p.m., 2 officers came to the door and she said, "This is making us think you're faking it." Wow. One of the guards said, "You're faking it? How is she faking it, throwing up like that?" And then she says, "So if you're not going to get up, we're going to leave you here to suffer." Like, come on, what? I, and I gotta listen. I'm gonna see if I get a picture of the nurse. I'm gonna get all this information this week or next week. We got a lot to talk about here. This just makes us think you're faking it. One of the guards said, "If you don't get up, you're gonna leave you alone to suffer." Ma'am, if a person is impaired, if a person is sick and they can't move, they need an ambulance. I'm saying it again. If a person is impaired, they're throwing up, they're suffering. And they said that she got so hot that she removed her clothes. We're going to leave you there to suffer. Really? So that's what y'all wanted her to do. Y'all wanted her to ingest those chemicals and suffer with the chemicals. That's really what's happening here. That's really what's happening here. Right. You said no, not a goddamn thing. Right. Tylenol. What are you talking about? What is Tylenol going to do for a person throwing up their guts? So this is how the jail was treating her. And Thursday, we're going to talk about how the jail have a history. They have a history of doing people dirty. We're going to talk about that Thursday. All right, it says ambulance arrived around 3:30 p.m. Chappelle first complained of pain. All right, okay. It says doctors suspected Chappelle had been poisoned and recommend she be checked for ethanol, glycol, an ingredient found in common cleaner. So somebody poured cleaning solvents in her food. Wow. So they're finding cleaning, and let me tell y'all something. In the jail, they have cleaning solutions in jails. A lot of y'all, a lot of y'all probably know that. Y'all know when you got to clean your cell, you got to clean up the jail. The jail has a lot of cleaning solvents. They said there were cleaning agents in her system, so they purposely put cleaning solvents in her food. Said the food contained cleaning agents. So she was purposely poisoned. But then they got a nerve to say it's no evidence that she was purposely poisoned. Woo! Tell me how that makes sense. They had the nerve to say there's no evidence that she was. Then how did she get poisoned in a cell? How did the cleaning agents get in there? How did it happen? If she wasn't purposely poisoned, how does cleaning solvent get in your meal? This is making me mad. How does cleaning solvent gets in your meal? How? What's up, Kendall? How does cleaning solvent get in your meal? Somebody please tell. How? If she wasn't poisoned purposely, the fact that she's in a cell and they gave her food that had poison in it is all the proof you need that show you she was purposely poisoned. That's crazy. So cleaning solvent, just a large dose of cleaning solvent just happened to just accidentally fall in her food, right? That's what y'all telling me. That cleaning agents just happen to just accidentally just happen to fall in there. They just got in there. I think that's a slap in the face. That's you're trying to how can you put it? You're trying to insult our intelligence. Because I'm not, only an idiot would believe that. There's no evidence that she was purposely poisoned. Yes, that is evidence. That is evidence. The woman is in a cell. That woman is in a cell. Somebody put it in her food. She was purposely poisoned. That's exactly what happened. That's what's so crazy. That's exactly what happened. She was purposely poisoned. What are you talking about? Do you see how it's like one big cover-up? Thank you, Kendall. Kendall says it's not a mystery that household, right? How does cleaning solvents just automatically just fall in her food? Really? They planned it. Yes, they planned it. Don't no cleaning solvent just happen to fall in somebody's food. Come on, man. They put it there. Like I say, the jail, the police, the jail, they had a hit out on her. Oh, they had a hit out on her. I'm telling you, they had a hit out on her. Man, this is so sad, man. That's so sad. But I'm going to continue to do my study and research. Oh, man. Because I'm going to find out all the employees that was working that night. And we're going to continue this Thursday. I mean, that's crazy. Like, come on, man. That's just such an insult to our intelligence. Like, come on. Come on. How you going? They closed the case. Let me tell you the red flags. First of all, don't know cleaning solvent just happen to just jump in there. Somebody put it there. Red flag number one. Number two, you see how the jail they was treating her. They told her to get up, knowing good and well she couldn't get up. Well, we're going to let you suffer if you don't get up. She couldn't get up. Red flag number 2. How can somebody that's sick and in pain that can hardly move around, where the chemicals are taking over her body's shutting down, how's she going to get up? She's telling you she's hurting. She's telling you she needs help. Y'all got no ambulance. That's red flag number 2. Red flag number 3. Now you talk about conflicting reports with the nurse. What? Conflicting report. Well, how? And then y'all leave her some Tylenol, and she telling y'all, I'm sick, and she's laying in the cell with no clothes on. That's red flag number 3. All right. Red flag number 4. They talking about they're just gonna shut the case, and no, we're not gonna charge anybody. So in other words, they're gonna mean to tell us that they're not even gonna investigate that it could be a possible murder. That's 4 red flags. That's all you need. That's 4 red flags too many. So you mean y'all not going to investigate? Y'all not going to say it was a possible homicide. And the reason why you're not going to do it because y'all covering up. Just like Kanika case, just like Kendrick Johnson case, just like Christina Nance case. These are all cover-ups. And they need to be exposed. These are cover-ups. A lot of y'all that work in law enforcement, a lot of y'all abuse your authority. Y'all are abusive in your authority. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all who think that because you work for the system or you work for the law, that nothing's going to happen to you. Let me tell you something. There's an authority. There's a judge. There's a lawyer. There's an almighty person who stands and more powerful than everybody. You still got to answer to God. I don't care what position of power you in. I don't care who you connected to. I don't care who you know. I don't care how wicked y'all are. I don't care what level of power you have in a city, a town, a state. You are not higher than Almighty God. Hello, somebody. And a lot of y'all abuse your power because you believe that y'all are gods. Because you got this little earthly power. But God, he has all power. Hello, somebody. See, God got all power. Y'all have some power. That's it. And y'all may let it go to your head, not forgetting that the creator who sees all, knows all, you still got to answer to him no matter what you do on earth. We are not exempt. Oh, hello, somebody. You ain't exempt. But a lot of people that work in law enforcement, y'all think that y'all could do whatever you want to do because you are in power, not understanding that there is a greater power higher than you. And you got to answer to him. So keep thinking you're gods or you can abuse people and abuse the system and do whatever y'all want to do. Because one day you're going to have to answer for it, whether it's here on earth or in the next life. You got to answer for being abusive in power. You got to answer for taking your position of power and using and abusing the masses or people. And we're going to continue with this Thursday. It's just a fact. Like I get tired of seeing people go in the law enforcement and they just abuse their power. Just abusive because they think that they're God. No, you're not. Your job is to uphold the law. Your job is to protect and serve. Your job is to find justice, not to create injustices. Hello, somebody. Instead of them standing up for justice, they create injustices. Y'all probably didn't like this girl. She probably was violent. She probably was out of control. She probably was, but y'all didn't deserve to kill her. That y'all didn't deserve to do that. This young lady was wild. She was out of control. Yes, she does. But that doesn't justify how y'all murdered her. It doesn't justify what y'all did to this young lady. Y'all put all those chemicals in her food and y'all let her lay there and die. Y'all let her lay there and die. Y'all gave her chemicals and let her suffer. Like the lady that came in her cell. Well, you're going to sit there and suffer if you don't get up. She couldn't get up. As soon as you seen her throwing up, y'all should have called the ambulance. But y'all didn't call the ambulance because y'all wanted her to die. Y'all wanted the chemicals to shut her system down. Y'all wanted the chemicals to shut her organs down. Y'all wanted her to die. That was the hit. That was the plan. That was the plot that night. Y'all wanted to get rid of her because y'all were sick of her fighting the police, fighting with the law, hurting police. Y'all were tired of her. I get it. Still doesn't justify it. I'm your boy Zillionaire. I'll see y'all tomorrow night because we got to talk about some other stuff tomorrow night. And we're going to continue this case Thursday. We got to talk about the staff. Who was on shift that night? I want to know everybody that was on that shift. I want to know who was the one passing out the trays. Because the one that was passing out the tray, you're just as guilty because you knew to give her that tray. Because y'all know, I know y'all been to jail. You know when they pass out the trays. Y'all know when they pass out the trays, they know who's getting what tray. Y'all purposely directed that tray right to her. Y'all gave her that tray purposely. Purposely, y'all gave her that tray. Gave her the tray. Y'all knew who y'all was giving it to. So the person that was handing out the food in that cell block, you're guilty. You're part of it. I don't care what you say. The person that was giving out the food that night in that cell block, you are a part of it because you knew to give her that particular tray. That's just like a nurse when they want to kill a patient and the nurse inject the patient with something. That nurse, oh, I didn't know it was. You knew what you were doing. How did that get in that system? Y'all know what you were doing. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Shout out to all the true supporters. See, I like my monthly members and my moderators and stuff like that. We can have a good live show without interruptions and stupid ass trolls and dumb people coming saying stupid stuff when I'm doing a serious topic. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Y'all have a good night. We're going to continue all these cases. We're going to be continued. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to find out who was working that night, who was in that cell block, who was in the kitchen. It's almost like the TV show, almost like the game Clue. Who worked in the kitchen, who passed out the trays, who put the cleaning solvent in there. Huh? We got to put these pieces together. We got to put your detective hats on. But I'll continue to research it, and I'll talk to you later. How you doing, Kim? I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later. God bless you. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay prayed up. And like I say, I hope y'all have a personal walk with God Almighty. I hope you have a personal walk with the Lord, with the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I hope Yeshua is a part of your spiritual life because we live in a wicked world. And you got to be able to stand against wicked, evil forces. And you can't do it if you don't have God, if you don't have the blood of Christ, if you ain't covered by the blood of Christ. If you are not covered by the blood of Christ, this evil, wicked world, you will not have the power to stand against this wicked, dark world we live in. If you don't have the power of God, if you don't have the blood of Christ covering you, you ain't got the power to stand. You don't have the courage to stand against how wicked and demonic this world is. Very wicked. And the word of God told us how demonic and wicked and the world was going to get. Every day the world gets more wicked and it gets more wicked. Understand, it doesn't get better. Christ never said that the world was going to get better. Christ told us the world is going to get worse, but be of good cheer, for I've overcome the world. He said the world is going to get worse, but don't be upset because I'm going to protect my people. I'm going to be with you. He said, I'm going to be with you to the end, but just understand these signs. We're living in a very wicked, evil world, very wicked. People abuse their power, spiritual wickedness in higher places. You have people in positions of power that abuse their power. Not everybody in power is wicked. Now let's stop that. You got some people in power that fighting against evil, other evil people in power. So understand, you got people in power fighting other evil people. Everybody is not evil in power, but there are evil forces in higher places. I'm out of here. We're going to continue all of this. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all later.
Zillionaire entertainment, baby. Billionaire Entertainment, baby. Billionaire Entertainment, baby. Billionaire Entertainment, baby. Billionaire Entertainment.